Hi, this is Hilal. In this video on Mathematical Economics series, we will solve a question on the ISLM model. The question is given C is equal to 102 plus 0.7y, where C is the consumption, this 102 is the autonomous consumption, and y is the income. I is given as, that is investment, is given as 150 minus 100i, where I is the investment, I is the rate of interest. Here 150 is the autonomous investment. And also the money supply is given as 300. Transactionary demand for money is 0.25y, which is the positive function of income, as we can see from this very relation. And speculative demand for money is given as 124 minus 200i, where the speculative demand for money is the negative function of rate of interest, as can be comprehended from this very equation. Now we are told to find the equilibrium level of income and rate of interest. First we will see the equilibrium level of income and rate of interest, and subsequently we have to find the level of CI, MT, MZ when the economy is in equilibrium. That is, we have to find the level of consumption, investment, transactionary demand for money, and speculative demand for money when the economy is in equilibrium. First of all, we know that the product market equilibrium exists where income is equal to consumption plus investment, because we are given only two sector model here. So I will write here product market equilibrium that is IS, investment and savings, exists where we have this very relation where y is equal to C plus I, where aggregate income is equal to total consumption and total investment. Now our consumption function is given as 102 plus 0.7y, so I will write the value of this C. So I will write y is equal to 102 plus 0.7y plus our investment function is given as 150 minus 100i. So this is the relation. Now solving this, we transpose this 0.7y on LHS, this will become negative. So we are with y minus 0.7y is equal to, here 102 plus 150, that is equal to 252. So I will write here 252 minus 100i, where I is the rate of interest. Now taking y as common, we will get, or simply subtracting, now y minus 0.7y is that is equal to 0.3y, because these are the same terms we can subtract, which is equal to 252 minus 100i, or further solving I can write it as 0.3y minus, sorry, we will first transpose this, so this will become 100i minus 252 is equal to 0. Okay, let this be equation first. Okay, similarly money market equilibrium exists where money supply is equal to money demand. We know money market that is LM equilibrium exists where money supply is equal to the money demand. But money demand is composed of two terms, that is the transactionary demand for money, that is MT, plus speculative demand for money, that is mz. That is, here the money supply is fixed, which is always the case because the money supply is fixed by any central authority of a country. In India, the money supply is controlled by RBI. In USA, we see the money supply is controlled by the Federal Reserves, and similarly where we see the money supply is fixed. Here we see that it is a fixed value. Now transactionary demand is the positive function of income, as it is given when income changes. When income increases, transactionary demand for money will also increase, and sensitiveness is given by this 0.25. It shows the sensitiveness of the transactionary demand for money when income increases. Also the speculative demand for money is also given, so we will simply put the values. Money supply is given as 300, so I will write here 300 is equal to, now transactionary demand for money is 0.25y plus the speculative demand for money is 124 minus 200i. Okay, now further manipulating or solving this, we will see here we have 0.25, so I will write 0.25 to save the space. I will write it here 0.25 y, okay, minus this term 200 I. Now it is here 124. When transposing this 300, so we have 124 minus 300. This will come out to be now 300 minus 124 is equal to this comes out to be 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 2 is 7, and 2 minus 1 is 1, so it comes out to be minus 176, and let it also, so it is also equal to 0. Let this be equation second here. Okay, now simultaneous equilibrium exists when is is equal to lm. This is our is function, this is our lm function. Okay, so simultaneous equilibrium requires simultaneous equilibrium requires that is should be equal to lm. So we will write these two equations. We have 0.3y plus 100i minus 252 is equal to 0, and writing this very equation we have 0.25y minus 200i minus 176 is equal to 0. So we have to find the value of y and I. Here we are given the two variables, so we will use the elimination method. So it will be easy to eliminate this I here. How is elimination method done? You should be better acquainted with this. So first of all, we will try to make the coefficients of the interest rates same. How will it be done? We will multiply the first, let us say this is third equation, this is fourth equation. If we multiply this very equation by 2, so this will become 200i. We are here with 200i and 200i. So multiplying, I will write here multiplying third by 2, and when it will become 200i, this also is 200i, then we will add the equation fourth and the resulting, which I will write here. So this equation will become, now if we have to multiply it by 2 on both sides, so this will become 2 3s are 6, 0.6y plus 2 into 100 is 200i, 200i minus, now 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4 and 5, which is equal to 504, and it is equal to 0 because 2 zeros are 0. And we have this very equation fourth. I will write here 0.25y minus 200i minus 176 is equal to 0. Now adding these two, we can see, adding these two equations, when we add 200i minus 200i, this will get cancelled. Now 0.6y and 0.25y is equal to, here we have 5 is 5, 6 plus 2 is 8. We are here with 0.85y, and here when we will add these, this will become 6 plus 4 is 10, this is 8, 5 plus 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6, which is equal to 0 plus 0 is 0. So we are, we get here 0.85y is equal to 680. Okay. Now further solving this, therefore y is equal to 680 times, so here it is actually 85 divided by 100, so this will become here into 100 divided by 85. Now when solving this, this will come out to be 800. I have done the calculation, you can do here. I don't want to get the calculation wrong, so I have calculated this very. You can also check this is equal to 80. So that means our equilibrium level of income is 800. Okay. Now put y is equal to 800 in either of the first two equations to get the value of I. So we will put it in equation first. So we will write put y is equal to this in equation first. Then we are with a 0.3y, y is 800, so I will write 800. So this 0.3 times y is 800 plus 100i minus 252 is equal to 0. Now 0.3 here we can see 0.3, this is 3 divided by 10 into 800, this will get cancelled, plus 100i is equal to 252, or 3 8s are 24, that is 240 plus 100i is equal to 252, or 100i is equal to 252. Transposing this on RHS, this will become 240, or 100i is equal to, now 2 minus 0 is 252 minus 240, 2, now 5 minus 4 is 1, we get 12, or I is equal to 12 by 100, which comes out to be 0.12. That means our equilibrium level of interest rate is 0.12. So we have calculated the first part here. We have found the equilibrium level of income and rate of interest. Now we have to find the level of C, I, MT and MZ. We have to do nothing. We have to just insert the value of I and Y in the corresponding equations. Now first of all, so B part is our B part is when or at Y is equal to 800 and I is equal to 0.12, we will write the consumption function. First of all, our consumption function is C is equal to 102 plus 0.7 times Y. Give the value, we will get the C is equal to 102 plus 0.7 times our Y is 800. So I will write here 800. Now solving this will give us, this will become 102 plus 7 by 10 into 800. Now when solving, this will become 102 plus 7 zeros are 0, 7 8s are 56. So this will come out to be 662. So our consumption is equal to 662. We got the consumption level. Similarly, we have to find the investment. Our investment function is given as I is equal to 150 minus 100I. Now insert the values. We have 150 minus 100. Our I is 0.12. So we will write 0.12, which comes out to be 150 minus 100 into 12 by 100. So this 100 gets cancelled. 150 minus 12 is equal to 138. Implies our investment level is 138. Okay. Now we have to find the transactionary demand for money. Transactionary demand for money is the positive function of income. This is 0.5y. Give the values. That means which is equal to 0.25 times y is 800. Solving this, this is 25 divided by 100 into 800. Now 100 ones are 100 8s are, which comes out to be 8 5s are 40, 8 2s are 16. 16 plus 4 is probably it is 200. This is 20. So we get the transactionary demand for money. Transactionary demand for money is 200. Okay. Now we have to find the speculative demand for money. Okay, speculative demand for money. Speculative demand for money. What is the equation for that? So this is MZ. So I will write MZ is given as 124 minus 200I. Now insert the values. It is 124 minus 200 and the value of I is 0.12. So this is 124 minus 200 times 12 by 100. So 100 ones are 100 twos are. So 2 12s are 24. We will get 124 minus 24, which is equal to 100. That means our speculative demand for money is 100 also. Okay. Now we can also find the consumption function here. Sorry, we can verify this by seeing this very equation. So we can write this as our C plus I is equal to Y. Now our consumption was 662. Our investment level was 138, and our equilibrium level of income was where we have calculated, that's 800. We can see these two are equal consumption plus investment is equal to total income. Okay, similarly we can see the total money supply was this very equation. Total money supply is equal to transactionary demand for money plus speculative demand for money. Our total money supply was 300, so 300 is here. Transactionary demand for money we got somewhere, that's 200, and speculative demand for money we got which is equal to 100. So we can verify these very results. So it was very simple to use, but you have to remember there is we can graph this also. That means if this is is function, this is LM function, and we can see here also is function, where we have got this is function. Here we have the level of income and interest rate. Is function is downward sloping because there is negative relationship between rate of interest and level of income, and LM function is upward sloping because there is positive relationship. As we can see here, there is positive relationship. We can write this very equation like this equation can be written here 0.25y is equal to 200 I plus 176. Here we can see there is positive relationship between the rate of interest and income. Now our equilibrium level of income was 800, and corresponding to this the equilibrium interest rate was 0.12. Okay, this was all about the ISLM question. Thank you.